Soulful Sunday. We gather here, one heart, one mind. Guided by wisdom, through cosmic tides, we seek the light that never hides. Let your spirit rise, embrace the week with open skies. With love and grace we find our way. On Soulful Sunday we're here to stay. Each week we journey hand in hand. With cards and stars we understand. A space for healing, for truth to shine. In Soulful Sunday, the sacred divine. Soulful Sunday, let your spirit rise. Embrace the week with open skies. With love and grace, we find our way. On Soulful Sunday, we're here to stay. Be blessed, stay blessed, and welcome to Soulful Sunday.
Hello, everyone. I am so thrilled to have you here for this Soulful Sunday. I'm your host, the Mystic Hillbilly. And as we gather today, we are in a powerful cosmic moment. The sun is wrapping up its journey through Virgo, a sign known for its meticulous, health-conscious energy, and preparing to step into the harmonious, balanced realm of Libra next week. This transition may stir up some emotions about daily lives and well-being, making it an excellent time to focus on getting organized and nurturing our health. This week, the sun will be making an impactful connection with other planets. On Thursday, it will trine Uranus, bringing sudden insights and innovative ideas. And then on Friday, the sun will oppose Neptune. We may feel a heightened sensitivity, and there may be a need to navigate through illusions or confusion. Then on Saturday, the sun will trine Pluto, offering us strength and courage to embrace transformation and deep change. The moon, starting this week in a waxing phase in Pisces, will reach its full moon at 25 degrees Pisces on Tuesday, inviting us to release what no longer serves and embrace our intuition. After the full moon, the moon will wane through Aries, Taurus, and Gemini for the rest of the week, encouraging us to let go and prepare for new beginnings. With these celestial influences guiding us, let's take time to align ourselves with our inner wisdom and make the most of the energies that are available to us. Now, let's dive into today's lesson, where we'll explore the cosmic theme of evolution. Be blessed and let's get started. Today, we're talking about the fascinating idea of how our universe evolves in different degrees, or we'll call them stages. To understand this, let's start with a bit of background on the concepts involved. Even though it might sound a little complex at first. Imagine that the universe is like a giant puzzle where every part of it fits together in a specific order. This idea comes from both philosophy and geometry. Even though this topic can seem a bit technical, don't worry. If you take your time and watch and study, you'll get the hang of it. One interesting idea is that God geometricizes, which means that everything in the universe follows a geometric pattern. And this isn't just a fancy idea. It's something that science has shown to be true. Forces like those that create a whole world or even a tiny snowflake follow geometric paths. Now, let's talk about the universe itself. It's made up of 7 different stages of matter. These stages are like levels of consciousness or awareness that the universe has, or awareness for the universe. Here's a simple way to think of them. 1. Etheric, the most basic invisible form of energy. 2. Mineral, everything made of solid materials like rocks. 3. Plants, living things that grow like flowers and trees. 4. Animals, creatures that move and feel like dogs and cats. 5. Humans, beings who think, feel, and make conscious choices. 6. Superhuman, beings or ideas beyond our normal human abilities. And 7. The divine, the highest level connected to the ultimate source of all life. Each of these stages represent a different way the universe and life show themselves. Just like a video game has different levels to explore, the universe has these stages that we move through and experience. Let's explore how the idea of cosmic evolution can be illustrated using the growth of a plant. This example helps us see how the different stages of development relate to each other and how they represent various levels of consciousness within the whole. Imagine a plant's life as a journey through 7 different stages. Here's how it would work. The seed stage, the 7th stage. The journey begins with the seed, which holds all the potential to become a full-grown plant. At this stage, the seed can only take in 2 types of nourishment, water and heat. These are its first 2 types of food. The seed will use this type of nourishment to grow and break out of its shell and move into the 6th stage, the sprout stage. Once the seed sprouts and grows roots, it can take in a 3rd type of nourishment, earth. This will help the plant grow strong and stable enough to reach the surface and move into the 5th stage, young plant stage. As the plant emerges into the air, it starts to develop leaves. These leaves help it absorb the 4th type of food, the gases in the air. This stage allows the plant to grow more and eventually form a bud, evolving into the 4th stage, the blossoming stage. The bud blossoms into a flower. At this point, the plant starts taking in light from the sun, which is the 5th type of nourishment. The flower helps the plant reach a higher degree by preparing it to produce fruit and reach the 3rd stage, the fruit stage. The blossom turns into a fruit, which absorbs the 6th type of nourishment, life essence. This stage allows the plant to create seeds and prepare for its next evolution in the 2nd stage, the ripening stage. As the fruit ripens, it absorbs the 7th kind of nourishment, the creative force of the one life. This will help it gain the power to sustain life and prepare for the 1st stage, seed. The 1st stage is seed again. Finally, the plant's journey completes when the fruit's seed is created. This seed holds the power of the entire life cycle, ready to start the process all over again. It's at this stage that the seed can store all the intelligence and potential of the plant's growth and create new plants. Each of these stages represents a degree of evolution, showing how a plant, and by extension the universe, grows, changes, and evolves through different levels of existence. The stages of growth observed in plants also reflects the stages of our personal development and spiritual evolution. Just as a plant evolves from seed through various stages until it reaches maturity, so too do we grow and evolve. It's essential to understand this process, especially when we feel impatient with our progress. Remember, just like the plant that absorbs different nourishment at each stage, our growth is about taking in the experiences and lessons that we're ready for. In the mental and spiritual realms, this principle is applied through 7 great stages or degrees of human evolution. These stages are divided into smaller groups called levels. Think of these divisions like parts of a plant: the roots, the leaves, and the blossoms. They represent various stages of growth, yet they are all integral parts of the same plant. At higher levels of spiritual evolution, there are advanced beings known as initiates, adepts, mahatmas, or masters of wisdom. These beings have progressed through lower stages of evolution and now operate in the higher stages. They are part of a Masters of Wisdom collective, a group of enlightened souls who have mastered their personal desires and the forces of their bodies and the cosmos. The Masters of Wisdom are deeply involved in guiding humanity's evolution. These spiritual masters work behind the scenes, influencing and guiding the forces that impact our world to help advance human progress. Their work is meticulous and tailored to each stage of human development. Much like how each part of a plant has a specific role in its own growth. Understanding these stages and the work of the Masters of Wisdom can help us see our own growth in a broader context. Just as every stage of a plant's life is crucial for its development, every step of our spiritual journey is important for our own evolution. Each stage of human development has a corresponding order of mastery that provides guidance and inspiration. Every effort to aid humanity is embraced, and all possible channels are utilized to advance human progress. This means that whether the movement is spiritual, ethical, social, or political, it receives support from the Masters of Wisdom in a manner suited to that specific area for improvement. If you are engaged in any constructive endeavor, you can receive divine inspiration from these great spiritual beings. They communicate in ways that are understandable and relevant to you, helping guide and uplift your efforts in alignment with the greater cosmic plan. This ensures that every positive movement towards the betterment of humanity is supported by the wisdom and influence of divine masters, reflecting their commitment to advancing human evolution. This divine guidance is beautifully symbolized in the book of Revelation, where we encounter the figure of the 12,000 individuals sealed from each tribe. This profound spiritual truth illustrates that reaching the heights of spiritual attainment or mastery is possible, regardless of one's life condition or background. The 12 tribes of Israel correspond to the 12 classes of humanity, each linked to the signs of the zodiac, emphasizing that divine support and guidance is available to all. Each major stage of humanity is divided into 7 steps or levels. These 7 levels align with the 7 notes on the musical scale and the 7 color rays of the solar spectrum, manifesting perfect harmony and pure white light of the sun. This alignment is mathematically determined and geometrically arranged according to the divine law of harmony, which operates along geometric lines. In this current cycle, every human being is positioned within one of these great 7 divisions or stages, which form a harmonious system reflecting the divine structure of evolution. As we explore each stage, it's important to remember that the higher and lower levels within these stages often overlap, demonstrating the fluidity and interconnectedness of our spiritual journey. Understanding this framework helps us recognize our place in the grand scheme and the potential for spiritual growth available to us all. The 7th stage of humanity is an important part in the cosmic hierarchy. It's composed of 7 distinct levels and includes all entities that have reached self-consciousness, but are still relatively close to the animal kingdom. This stage covers the lowest types of savages. It's akin to the kindergarten of human evolution. Despite their developmental stage, they are under the guidance and protection of the higher orders of their stage. At the lower end of the 7th stage, we find entities that overlap the animal kingdom. This includes anthropods, creatures that are degenerate descendants of ancient peoples such as the Lemurians and Atlanteans. Although these anthropods were not intended by nature, they still carry a spark of the divine fire, a remnant of their higher origins. These beings are considered exceptions because they were created by early humans during a time of evolutionary transition. Every spark of the divine fire, regardless of its origin, is connected to a great master. All beings with this spark are part of the body of their apparent master and must be guided by them until they are ready to reunite with the divine source. The higher orders within the 7th stage include more advanced members of less developed groups of people, and those from more advanced groups who have made significant physical and intellectual progress, but still have limited spiritual development. The 6th stage of humanity includes 7 levels and is made up of individuals who serve as teachers or leaders. These people are actively working towards improving conditions of humanity, but they may not be aware of the divine guidance available to them or the support from the masters of wisdom. Some might not even know about the existence of the masters. At the lower end of this stage, you'll find untutored savages who, despite their lack of formal education, are leading and guiding others with their highest understanding of truth. These individuals are helping those around them reach their best possible state of awareness and knowledge. At the higher end of the 6th stage, you will find advanced humanitarian and charitable workers. These individuals are dedicated to the physical, moral, intellectual, or social betterment of humanity. They are actively working to make the world a better place through their efforts, even if they've not yet tapped into the full spiritual guidance available from the higher realms. The 5th stage of humanity is characterized by 7 distinct levels too, each comprising individuals who are deeply interested in esoteric or mystical subjects. These individuals are not content with the surface level aspects of life. They're driven by a desire to understand deeper, hidden dimensions of existence. People in this stage are on a quest to uncover the soul or essence of things beyond their outward appearance. They possess some understanding of spiritual laws, and they're actively engaged in studying the occult or mystical teachings. Their exploration is guided by a search for deeper truths and a desire to connect with more profound aspects of reality. The fourth stage of humanity is also organized into sequences of 7 levels, each representing different degrees of spiritual growth and development. This fourth stage includes earnest students and teachers who are dedicated to their spiritual journey. These are those that walk their talk. They have worked diligently to manage their lower nature and are consciously striving to live in a way that aligns with spiritual principles. Their goal is to cultivate a personal connection with the highest divine, seeking to receive guidance and wisdom from their higher self. By aligning their lives with spiritual teachings and striving for personal transformation, they move closer to achieving this connection and a deeper understanding of life. The third, second, and first degrees are considered more sacred and transcend our current understanding. These stages represent degrees of spiritual evolution that are beyond our present comprehension. The third stage marks a transition from being human to becoming superhuman. Those in this stage have evolved beyond ordinary human limitations. It overlaps with the fourth degree, much like how the human degree overlaps with the animal kingdom. The second stage is even more elevated and represents a higher degree of spiritual evolution that is not easily grasped by our current human perspective. And the first stage is the pinnacle of spiritual attainment, embodying the highest state of evolution. It remains largely beyond our present understanding, symbolizing the ultimate level of spiritual mastery. These 3 sacred stages encompass the highest realms of spiritual existence and are beyond our everyday experiences. But they influence and guide the lower stages from which we currently operate. As we conclude this exploration of the stages and levels of cosmic evolution, I hope that we gain a deeper understanding of how each stage represents a unique level of spiritual and intellectual development. From the foundational experiences of the 7th stage to the lofty heights of the 1st stage, each degree is integral to our own growth and evolution. Next week, we will explore the 4th stage in depth, where many who are here are actively engaged. This stage, with its 7 distinct steps or levels, offers a profound perspective on our current spiritual journey. We'll explore each level in detail, uncovering the nuances and insights that guide our progression in this important phase of our evolution. I invite you to join us for this deeper exploration and reflection next week. Your presence and participation will enrich our collective understanding as we continue our journey together. Now, let us transition into a time of meditation. Take a moment to find a comfortable place. Allow yourself to be present and open to any insights that may arise. I invite you to allow this meditation to guide you in aligning with your divine harmony and wisdom of your own cosmos. Be blessed, and I look forward to our continued exploration next week. Reflecting on today's exploration of the stages and levels of cosmic evolution, let's take a moment to connect deeply with the essence of this message. Remember, Each of us is a part of a vast and intricate tapestry, weaving through the stages of growth and evolution at our own pace. So, when you're ready, find a comfortable position, take your time, and allow yourself to settle into a state of calm openness. Begin by closing your eyes and taking a deep breath in through your nose. Feel the breath filling your lungs and expanding your chest. Hold it for a moment, and then slowly exhale through your mouth. With each breath, release any tension or stress that you may be holding, continuing to breathe in and out. Allow your body to relax and your mind to quiet. Begin to visualize the cosmic tapestry. Picture yourself as a radiant thread in a vast cosmic tapestry. Your eyes closed, breathing in and out. Begin to picture yourself as a radiant thread in a vast cosmic tapestry. Imagine this tapestry stretching out infinitely, with each thread representing a unique being, all interwoven in a beautiful and harmonious pattern. See how each thread, including yours, is essential to the overall grand design, contributing to the beauty and balance of the whole. As you continue to breathe deeply and evenly, focus on the idea that we are all progressing through different stages of evolution. Visualize the stages as colors flowing through the grand tapestry, each color representing a degree of growth. See how these colors blend and transition smoothly into one another, symbolizing our interconnected journey. Allow yourself to feel a deep sense of unity with all beings. Imagine a warm, comforting light enveloping you, connecting you to every thread in the tapestry. Feel the support and guidance of the cosmic forces that assist us at each stage of our evolution. Recognize that you are not alone on this journey. We are all evolving together, supporting and uplifting one another. Continuing to breathe in and out. When you are ready, silently in your mind, quietly out loud, affirm to yourself, I am a vital part of the cosmic tapestry. I embrace my journey and honor the growth of all beings. Now, remember, together we are all evolving and supporting one another in divine harmony and wisdom. Take a moment to fully absorb this feeling of unity and shared purpose. When you are ready, gently begin to bring your awareness back to the present moment. Begin to wiggle your fingers and toes and come back to the present moment, carrying with you a deep sense of connection and peace that you've cultivated here. Know that you are an integral part of this grand cosmic design, and your progress is beautifully intertwined with the progress of us all. Next, we'll turn our attention to the weekly card reading. This reading will offer further insights into our shared journey and provide guidance for the week ahead. Stay tuned to discover how the cards reflect our collective path and what wisdom they hold for our continued growth. Be blessed and let this sense of connection guide you through your week. All right, welcome to our weekly card reading. This is a general card reading, so that means generally it applies to everybody who is attracted to this video and who comes to this message, and it applies to you generally. So if you would like a more specific card reading, you can check out my website and get a personal reading at themystichillbilly.com. But this is a general reading, and if you are here, it's because there's something in this reading that you are meant to hear to help you along your path to find your highest love and enjoyment in life. So, the thing is, this is because it's a general card reading, it will apply to everyone generally, and it will apply to general parts will apply to you, not all parts. So I do ask that you be a participant in this card reading. Please allow things to resonate with you and apply them to your life as you see fit. Take what fits. If you find yourself arguing with any parts of the reading, then that means that is not part of the reading that is for you. It's for someone else. Please leave it so that someone else can receive the messages that they're meant to hear. So, thank you guys so much for joining me on this reading, and I would just want to start with the tarot this week. Let's just get right into the tarot and see what the cards have to say to us. All right, so we are starting with the Star Tarot to get the highest love and light message for us this week and what we need to hear. Okay, so there's going to be a need for balance. There's a need for patience. There's a need for, believing in the next thing while you leave behind the old. Balance, patience. I don't see things happening this week, but I see you moving towards things happening by moving away from things that you no longer want to happen. So, yeah, there's going to be a need for calm reflection, because at the same time, we need patience. We need patience, balance, understanding. These kind of things are going to come in play this week. And it's a week of remaining calm through the storms, leaving behind what no longer serves you, which might be certain attitudes and beliefs, moving past the past, leaving the past in the past, letting the past be and moving towards a brighter future, believing in it, but being calm and allowing yourself to get in a space to be able to receive. So yeah, a lot of calm reflection. You're getting a need to balance. I feel like this is a balance of your mind versus emotions, logic versus intuition. Try to balance that logic and that intuition. And don't rely too heavily on the logic, and allow space for the intuition. Be willing to leave the past in the past so that you can move towards a brighter future. But right now you must believe in that brighter future, and you have to rest and receive the insights before any moving forward. So I don't feel like this is a week to move forward with anything. Maybe leave some things behind, but not moving forward with anything just yet. This is like a week of preparing yourself to move forward. Think about where your heart belongs. Think about where you belong. And think about commitments. Think about past commitments that you should let go of now. You know, we think commitments are meant to be forever, but commitments are not meant to be forever. They're meant to be reevaluated based off of your heart and your heart's growth. Be willing to look at how far you've come and how far you've grown, and be willing to use that as a reason to let go of past commitments so that you can embrace new commitments and prepare yourself to move forward. We're not moving forward, but we're preparing ourselves to move forward. All right, beloveds, let's move on to the Tarot of Dreams and see if we get any further information. Okay, so I see this week starting out as we're feeling kind of low. I see, like, it's a feeling of not being able to create, unable to do what we want to do. And that's where the Temperance comes in. This is why I was feeling patience, because be patient about the time that you are going to be able to do, and be able to balance your intuition, knowing that the time will come. And I feel like the thing, like, there's a thing it's bringing you down at the beginning of the week. And it's not like falling into depression or anything like that. It's just like a disappointment. And I feel like the way that you handle this is going to be different than before. And that's what's going to help you move into your empowered self. And see, again, with this coming in reverse, I feel like what you're letting go of, what you're moving away from, you're moving away from this, the negative way of viewing down circumstances like this, and you're moving into a way of balancing and tempering this type of energy so that you no longer treat it like this, and you treat it with a more enlightened mindset, and you step into your power. You step into your power and you have more to give. You're given more to give as you step into your power. So it's a letting go of this old mindset, letting go of this harsh, critical way of looking at yourself. So this is like a failed creation or something, or an inability to create what you want to create. You have to create something else before you can get to what you want, and being disappointed. This is a disappointment in creation. So before, the disappointments and creations would give you sleepless nights, you would beat yourself up over, and that was the past, and you're leaving that in the past, and you're leaving that behind. And now whenever you encounter this block for your ability to be able to create, you approach it in a more loving and patient mindset, which allows you to get into the state of receiving, and then you receive your abundance and your ability to create more than you ever thought that you could. All right, so I'm liking this. I like how the reversed cards are reading, so I'm going to leave them in the reversed, even though I wouldn't want to leave the sun in reverse, but I feel like it's a necessary part of your journey for learning. It's like sometimes you look back on the past of some things and would you change it? No, because you know that it was required to get you here. And so that's just what I'm feeling. And because I feel like if we reversed this sunshine, if we reverse this hardship of your ability to create and love life, you wouldn't become the star. And I feel like you want to become the star. So, in the star of your own life, the star of your own life, you want to be the star of your own life. So, I really feel like you don't want to reverse this. But what you do want to reverse is that critical mindset that beats you up on top of things falling apart. Like, how does that help? It doesn't help. So what you do is you love and support yourself. You allow yourself to have that love and that support, moving towards brighter days, leaving the critical, but the criticalness in the past, and moving forward with calm peace and trusting your calm and your inner peace and being patient to be calm to receive, and then you receive enough to give. You're gonna receive enough to give. All right, so let's move on to the Journey Tarot and see what messages come out for us in the Journey Tarot. Move these up. All right. So what I'm seeing is an impatience with mastering something. And what I want to say to that is you have to take the time to build your mastery. It's not going to come any other way. One thing that my sensei says is, initiate is beginner, adept is someone that has already begun and started, and master is someone that has put in 10,000 hours. So you have to do it 10,000 times before you become a master. And I feel this is like a reluctance to want to repeatedly do it again and again and again. But you must continue to do it to reach that master level that you want to reach. And what I'm seeing is there's a need for self-love. There's a need for self-nurturing, and a need for allowing yourself to be in comfort. And don't feel like that's what's going to help you to, don't feel like comfort is a bad thing, and finding and being in your comfort is a bad thing. Like or it makes you lazy. Don't feel like comfort makes you lazy. Comfort is a good thing. Seeking your comfort and providing your own comfort is a good thing. it's where you will be able to flow. You need that comfort to be able to find your flow. And so allow yourself to have comfort. And yeah, your comfort is going to be allowing yourself to be in your comfort, nurturing yourself, taking care of yourself. And your comfort is what's going to be able, it's going to help you move out of this and to be able to do the repetitive tasks that are just getting too heavy on you. And your comfort space is like, that's where I'm seeing everything for you to be able to flow this week is in your comfort zone. That's strange. I would never say be in your comfort zone. Usually I'm saying get out of your comfort zone. Okay, so I'm I'm putting words into comfort zone. So it is like this reluctance to repetitively create to reach that master level, this impatience for reaching that master level is a type of comfort zone that you need to move away from and move into this new comfort zone of creating comfort so that you have the space to be in the flow. Your comfort is your key to your flow this week. That's what I'm hearing for sure. Because you got to get comfortable and you got to feel safe to be able to get in this reflective, receptive state. And that's why balance and temperance is important this week. Tempering yourself is very important this week. And I feel like you have help. You have a divine partner. And I don't know. For some of you, I feel like this is a physical partner. For some of it, I feel like it's your spiritual partner. For some of you, are you working with ascended masters? I mean, you're working with an ascended master. But what I'm hearing with this is you need to tend to that relationship. So everybody has a relationship that we need to tend to this week through all this other mess. Don't forget your divine partnership, because you have that and it's going to be an asset to you. You need to tend to your divine partnership. Take care of your partner. Take care of your beloved. For some, this is take care of, if you're always in your masculine side of yourself, this is take care of your feminine side of yourself. If you're always in your feminine side of yourself, you need to tend to your masculine side of yourself. But I see a lot of self-care is coming through this week, a lot of self-care and tending to our divine relationships. A need to tend to our divine relationships and not leave our relationships behind in our self-care. Again, I feel like these are lessons. I'm going to leave them reversed. I feel like they're lessons that we need to learn. And I don't think that it's a bad thing that we need to learn it. I think that it's a good thing that we do learn it as we go through. Of course, it's our choice. It's always our choice whether or not we take these hardships, challenges, and things through life and learn and grow through them, or let them destroy us. They can destroy us. And I do pray over you for the strength and the wisdom and the courage to move forward in the self-love necessary to be able to learn and grow through these hardships. I don't want to take these from you. I want you to be able to have them to reach that growth level that you desire to reach. I know your soul desires to reach it, and you are doing it, and you deserve it. So I thank Mother, Father, God, and Goddess of the Most High for giving you the divine wisdom, courage, and insight needed to be able to move forward on your path in the most high, loving way toward yourself and others. And so it is. Shalom. All right, thank you for allowing me that prayer over you. If you accept it, you do. If you do not like it, that's fine. You can reject that prayer. That's fine. Any prayers that I say in any readings can be rejected. It's perfectly okay. All right, guys, let's move on and let's see what the Plant Kingdom has to say about all this, or if Plant Kingdom has something totally new to tell us. What messages are we going to get from the plant kingdom this month? Or this week? Okay, so the plant kingdom is coming through and saying you don't know what you don't know. And I don't know, I feel like it's saying be willing to admit that you don't know what you don't know. And I'm getting the Fool card from this. This is the energy I'm getting from this, is like a Fool card. You don't know what you don't know, but there's also things that you could know, but you're unwilling to know. And so I'm seeing that to look for those things this week. Look for the things that, look for the things that you could know, but you don't know. So there's things that you don't know that you don't know. And then there's things that you know that you don't know. And then there's things that you could know, but you don't know. So it's looking into things like maybe if you're feeling stuck in your craft and your mastery, maybe look into taking a class to get a fresh perspective on it, And then you can continue doing the repetitive patterns that lead to your mastery, but maybe in a way that you can love more. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing from this. And there's something in the things that you could know, but you don't know, that is going to lead to happiness. It's going to lead to bliss. It will lead to success. Like, I see success working out for you, but I do want to remind you to tend to your divine counterparts. Take care of your divine counterparts out there. I feel like that's necessary to say right there. So, and there's this move forward one step at a time, taking it easy, continue to move forward in faith. Move forward one step at a time, taking it easy, continue to move forward in faith. All right, I feel like if I try to add, all I will do is repeat that over and over. So, and I feel like everything's going to work out for you. The universe is on your side. They're just waiting for you to be willing to take responsibility for this stuckness in your creativity. And once you take responsibility and you see that the answer is not being critical, you leave that criticalness behind and you add more love and you tend to your divine partnerships as you can. You allow yourself time to rest and receive. The universe is saying abundance. Abundance is coming to you. Abundance will be yours. You will have more than you can keep for yourself. You will have to give. You will have so much that you have to give. Move forward in faith this week, though. You're not going to have evidence of that this week. I think Spirit's just coming through to say that your faith is going to pay off. Your hard work and dedication will pay off. You're allowing self-love, nurturing, comfort, so that you can move forward in a place to be able to create more. And learning what you can so that you can feel better about moving forward. And I do see you doing that. I see you learning what you can and learning how to create a better space to be able to move forward. Moving forward, putting in the hard, you put in the hard work and dedication with faith. And tend to your divine relationships. Take care of your relationships. Being grateful for what you do have. Leading to abundance. It leads straight to the abundance, guys. It's beautiful. All right, so that is our tarot card portion. Let's move into the oracle cards. right, the first oracle card that I have for us today is the Mystical Shaman Oracle card. I'm not affiliated with these guys, but I do believe you can find them on Amazon. All right, so the first card coming out is the Rainmaker. So I feel like this is saying that you are a manifester. You create your own life. You are the one that makes the rain with your rain dances. It takes a rain dance to make the rain, right, Rainmaker? So I feel like you take responsibility for the dances that you dance in life and the rain that you make. So if you find yourself in a storm, take responsibility for the storm and do what you can to be able to move forward in a more loving way. And also I'm hearing, you are the creator of your space. Create a space that you can love and you can dance from. Create a space that inspires you to dance. Create a space that helps you feel safe to dance. And create the space where you feel you belong. You are the master of your destiny. You are the creator of your world. So decide to create a space that you belong. Be open to feeling like you belong in the spaces that you create. All right, beloveds, that's the message I got for you for the Mystical Shaman. Let's move on to the Star Dragon Oracle. Again, I am not affiliated with the Star Dragon Oracle at all, but I do believe you can find it on Amazon or Books A Million. All right, so with the Star Dragon, I got space, which again, I feel like it is time to create your space. You are the creator of your space. And if you feel like something is getting in the way of you being able to enjoy your space, then defend your space. That's what this card is saying. Defend your space. Because I do feel that it's really, really, really important this week for us to find a space and create a space that we can be comfortable in. And look at his hand, how he's holding the chains have broken. He's broken the chains and he's moving forward. It's like I almost want to see this as a snake, or we could see it as hula hoops, but snakes that are no longer able to wrap around him. He's creating the space and making the snakes go kind of thing. I don't like saying snakes are bad, because snakes they can be divine wisdom, but they can also be the snakes, I feel like in this situation it is. There's a need to defend your space. And to create your space too is what I'm also hearing. And then because I got one of these type of cards, I wanted to get a color card. I got a black and white card, so I want to get a color one with the Star Dragons. And what comes out is 14, understanding. And I was seeing this number 14 in the reading today too. So I really feel like it's time for you to understand and to acknowledge where your heart belongs. Like I'm hearing that strong. It's time to understand and acknowledge where your heart belongs, and your heart belongs in bliss, But also it's important to look at both sides, understand both sides. So try to view it from both sides, but also just because you view their side doesn't mean you go over to their side, So you can be here in your bliss state and you can understand that it's very awful over there. But at the same time, you want to be where you belong, where your heart belongs, and you know where your heart belongs, and you create and defend your space. Create and defend your space, your bliss, your ability to understand. All right, moving on to the next oracle. The next oracle I have for us this week is the Fairy Wisdom Oracle. It's by Nancy and Amy Brown, mother-daughter duo. Again, I am not affiliated in any way, but I do believe they can be found on Amazon.com or Books A Million, I think, might have them. I don't know. All right. right, we got Jewel of the Sea, Depths. Okay, whenever you find something beautiful, something beloved, something that, is dear to you, what do you do? I mean, for each of us, it's different what we would do. Some of us, we would protect it. Some of us, we would hide it away. We would see hiding it away as protecting it. I think we would all protect it in a different way. So what I'm hearing is see the beautiful pearl that you are. See the beautiful preciousness that you are, and take care of yourself like the beautiful jewel that you are. See your heart as the divine pearl, the wonderful divine pearl, the beloved divine pearl, the wonderful beloved divine jewel within, worth protecting, worth loving, worth taking care of. So yeah, I was saying that what would you do if you found a jewel of priceless worth, And it was so beautiful. Everybody would take care of it different. Some would hide it away. Some would want to show everyone. Some might sell it to a museum. Some might sell it on eBay. Everybody is different. And so look at what you would do and think about why you would do that. But also know that you are a priceless jewel, and you are worthy of love. You are worthy of protection. You are worthy of devotion. You're worthy of being seen for the beautiful, wonderful pearl that you are. All right, so that's what I got for us with that. Let's move on. Our last two oracle messages are actually from Goddess Provisions, my collaborator. So you can check out Goddess Provisions in the description, link in the description. This is the Spirit Allies deck from Goddess Provisions, and I love it because it's shiny on the side. I love the shinies. So Goddess Provisions always changing up what they have, so no telling if they still have these in stock, but if they're still available, then you might want to check out Goddess Provisions. Alright guys, got my shameless plug in there. Let's move on. And the message that we have this week is the same one from last week, I do believe, or this one did come out not too long ago, and I'm seeing that number 34 again. So believe that you belong. Believe that you belong where you sense you belong. If you sense that you belong there, then believe it. And what I'm hearing is shine, like let your shine out, show your beauty, see your divine beauty and allow it to shine. Let yourself blossom and shine. So because this is coming out multiple times, I am going to grab the book and I'm going to read to us what this card says. 34. Poppy. My dreams are available to me. Reaching up beyond its tall, thin stem, the poppy flower seems to grow into cups to gather the warmth of the sun. Stretching out in vast fields of red and orange, stumbling upon these flowers will have you wondering if you may have unknowingly turned down a yellow brick road. The brightly colored blooms of the poppy flowers are an invitation to make your wildest dreams come true. The sky is the limit to what you wish to experience in this life, so witness it all. Create a dream journal or vision board to help you manifest exactly what you are looking for. Ask your guides for assistance and trust that the universe will present these things in due time. The wait may feel like ages, but when you reach your end goal, you can look back on all your hard work and be grateful for all you learned during these moments. The question is, What does my dream life look like? So that's a wonderful journal prompt. What does your dream life look like? And I feel that message. It feels like it's saying to dream, to take the time to dream. And I feel like this is a week of creating the space to be able to begin working on your dream. And your hard work is going to pan out. It's going to work out. You just have to continue to trust the process. And I do like how it did, the wait was in there. It was in the reading, because I feel like this is a week of waiting, but there's things that you can do in the waiting. You can prepare yourself for what you know is coming, and you might just know it by faith, but either way, you can prepare yourself, and there's things you can do in the waiting. Believe that you belong where you feel that you belong. Your heart belongs there. All right. So moving to the final oracle this week, which is also a Goddess Provisions oracle. The Lemurian oracle deck is also from Goddess Provisions. So let's see what we get from this one. And the way that I usually do this is I will put the card down and then I will zoom in on it, and we will I'll give you time to just look at the card and see what it says to you. Use your intuition. Like I said, this is interactive card reading. So I will put it down here. We'll zoom it in. You can see what the card says to you. And then I will read what I see in the card. And then we'll flip the card over and we'll read what the card says. And let's get right into it, shall we? Here we go. All right, what I see is I see a lot of thinking and contemplating going on. I see messages being received and given. I see understanding, coming to an understanding, a knowing, I see forgiveness. I don't know if you guys can see with this camera, but she has a tear. Can y'all see that? So I don't know. I feel like, there's a need to express your sadness so that you can release it. And releasing the sadness and coming to an understanding of and a knowing of why it was necessary. And understanding and knowing that you are divinely loved. And there's a need to listen. I'm hearing listen. You need to listen. So I do feel like this week, take time to find your quiet. Take a lot of quiet time this week. Every chance you get, take time for quietness and listen to the silence. Listen to the silence. Listen to the love in the silence. Listen to the support that you have in the silence. All right, let's flip it over and see what the card says. The sound of the universe. This card signifies those pivotal moments that transcend belief, remind us of a greater reality, and influence us so that life will never be the same again. It symbolizes the sound of the universe. Having your world shaken up even a little bit can invite a closer glimpse of the great mysteries of life. There are myriad ways to peek behind the veil of the mundane. Ecstatic dance, spiritual exploration, and creative pursuits are just a few. Aim to imbue this awareness in your everyday existence so that you can avoid the sudden wake-up calls. Listen for the hidden music, harmony, and wonder of your multi-dimensional world. All right. Very interesting. I feel like we're going through a transformation, and we're going to see something this week that transcends belief, and it's only to remind us that we don't know what we think that we know. And I feel like take time to listen to the harmony within during these times. All right, beloveds, I'm going to end this reading with the astrology dice. I usually begin with the astrology dice, but this time we're going to end with the astrology dice. Again, this astrology dice I got it from Goddess Provisions, so check them out. They're pretty awesome. They got all kinds of stuff, guys. All right, so let's see what the astrology dice have for us this week. I'll just roll them on out. So we have the moon in Capricorn in the 8th house. So yeah, I feel like there's a need to protect how you feel about your decisions. We have water. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of water with the waning crescent moon. So what I'm hearing is surrender to the flow of life and be willing to find your harmony within the flow. You'll have to find your harmony within the flow, your balance. Surrender. Surrender to the flow of life. Protect your feelings and your commitments. Protect your commitments as you surrender to the flow of life and look for harmony, your harmony. Move towards your harmony. Loving and protecting your commitments to your heart. Surrender to the harmony in the flow. Protect your commitments and how you feel about them. Think of ways that you can protect your commitments so that you can feel better about yourself, really. All right, beloveds, that is the message that I have for you. I do hope that you were able to gain something out of it. If you liked it, please hit that like button. If you got anything out of it, please let me know in the comments. I would love to know. I thank you all so much for joining me. Truly, 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 it's an honor to deliver these messages to you guys. As always, take what resonates, leave the rest, and be blessed. Hello everyone, welcome to the Oracle card portion of this Soulful Sunday. For this Oracle card reading portion this week, we are going to be working with the runes. I have these runes Oracle cards that I use, and I'm not affiliated with them, and they can be found on Amazon. So, I don't guess it says I have it on backwards. I guess it says who the author is or anything. It's just Los Scarabeo from Torino, Italy. The Runes cards. So that is what we're going to be working with today. And we will begin with Virgo because we are still in Virgo season. So we'll go through each card and give you a message from the runes. So let's get started, shall we? All right, Virgo. Virgo, you got Isa. So I feel like you're going to be stopped this week. Your momentum forward will be stopped because it needs to be stopped. It's almost like divine intervention is coming through to stop you. It's slowing you down. The slowdown is meant to be, is what I'm hearing. So, reaching for the stones, you got Uras and Berkana. And, I feel like that is saying, it's saying that you're going to need strength to continue with what you are birthing, what you're bringing into the world. You're going to have to continue with strength, but at the same time, see the lesson in the slowdown. See the lesson in the stop that is happening, because there's a lesson for you in that. And it's going to help you to reevaluate, to move forward even better. So I feel like, you're being stopped this week. Like there's this sudden jolt of the flow is not going to be flowing like you thought anymore, but that doesn't mean that you're out of divine flow. It's just, it's time to slow down, and it's time to reevaluate what you got going on and how you have it going on. So continue to move forward, but at the same time, see any stoppage as divine. And whenever you do get stuck in something, take time to, I was gonna say, bunch of messages coming in at once. I was gonna say that whenever you do get stuck or find yourself unable to move forward, look for the divine guidance that's available to you, because there will be divine guidance available to you during these times. But at the same time, I feel like go play. Like there's something in playfulness. Quit being so serious. Like part of why you're getting stopped and stuck is because you're moving forward too serious, and you don't want to move forward with that too seriousness. You need to put some playfulness and lightheartedness into it. So be willing to release a little bit of seriousness and go play and look for divine guidance, because you will be divinely guided. If you don't try, like if you reach a stuck point or a slowdown and you try to continue to move forward just as quickly, and you don't allow play and you try to be serious with this, it could end up breaking everything down. It's not going to work in your favor, Virgo. You need to slow down. You need to look for the signs, look for the writing on the wall, maybe go play, and in the play, it's going to inspire you to be able to see the writing on the wall. But without that play and lightheartedness, you'll miss the message this week. So see any delays as divine intervention and move forward with lightheartedness and a curious spirit to know. Be curious about what is life trying to show me today? What is life trying to show me in this moment? And continue moving forward. You got this, Virgo. All right, Virgo, that's the message I got for you this week. I hope that you enjoyed it. As always, take what resonates and leave the rest, and be blessed. All right, Libra, you got Thuras and Uras. So, oh my goodness, Libra. This is going to be a week of challenges. Challenges that, if overcome, will strengthen and enlighten you. Don't move away from the challenges, but also don't expect to just move through them smoothly. These are challenges, so allow the challenge to be the challenge that it is. Be loving and compassionate toward yourself as you move through the challenges of this week. Take time to tend to yourself. Any thorns that get stuck in your feet as you go, stop and tend to your feet before moving forward. This is not a week to stubbornly move forward. Take your time in moving forward. I feel like it's a week to rely on yourself more than others. I feel like there could be a betrayal in relying on others, could lead to betrayal. Not necessarily, not for all of you. Only take that if it resonates. But truly, I feel like it's not going to be an easy week for you, Libra. Continue to move forward. You're going to have to hold faith that every single thorn that you step on this week has a meaning to grow you and prosper you. Every challenge is meant to prosper you, but it really depends on what you do with the challenge. You can literally take a challenge meant to help grow you and prosper you and turn it into dust, dirt, nothing. So don't do that, Libra. See the challenges as opportunities to grow. See the challenges as opportunities to overcome. And do not push through stubbornly. Take your time. Be wise about how you move through these energies. And always, always, always kind and compassionate to yourself. Be very kind and compassionate to yourself, because you need your kindness and you need your compassion now more than ever, Libra. You're going to need to tend to your wounds as they're made. And it doesn't mean that anybody is wrong or you're wrong or the whole world's wrong or anything like that. It just means that you found yourself walking over some thorns that you didn't see, and you got some in your butt. So tend to those wounds. Like I just see you, Libra, needing to, trying to walk forward with thorns in your feet. And these are metaphorical thorns. These are not real thorns, Libra. You're not going to get actual thorns in your feet this week, but it's metaphorical thorns. It's hardships of life. I see you, and the way that it's coming out is a picture of you trying to move forward, even though you got these thorns in your feet, and all that you need to do is sit down, tend to those thorns, pick the thorns out, and then move forward. I promise it'll be less painful. So there's a tend to yourself that you need to do before moving forward, so that you can move forward with less pain, more overcoming, more growth, more enlightenment, more understanding. But it is going to take faith. You're going to have to hold the faith this week. It's going to take all week long. You're going to have faith. None of this stuff is going to show you that it's real this week. It won't be this week. So just have faith and trust that eventually it will work out, because you're moving forward with all the love, all the kindness, all the care, all the compassion for yourself that you deserve. All right, beloved Libra, that is the message I got for you this week. I hope that you enjoyed it. As always, take the parts that resonate the most and leave the rest, and be blessed. All right, Scorpio. So Scorpio, you got Ingouls, and we pulled Dagas from the stones. So very interesting. Scorpio, I feel like you're gonna need boundaries to find your joy. You're gonna need boundaries to be able to break out of your cocoon. The making of the cocoon, the being in the cocoon, and the breaking out of the cocoon, I feel like it's a very vulnerable, you're very vulnerable, so you do need to make sure that you are creating this cocoon that you're preparing to break out of in a safe space. You need to be safe. Make sure that you are safe to transform. Make sure that you're safe. Protect yourself from others' opinions and beliefs that are not a part of your journey. They do not understand your journey. They do not understand you. They do not understand where you're coming from. There are people out there that have lived a completely opposite life of yours, and all of their life experiences tells them that your reality is not real, yet here you are living your reality. You cannot go by them and their opinions and their beliefs. You have to go by yours, and you have to deny them. So I feel like that's happening this week. You have to deny other feelings and beliefs that don't apply to you. So you're going to need your discernment this week, Scorpio, to understand when someone's feelings and beliefs do apply to you and when they don't. And it's all based off of your own heart. But yeah, I'm also hearing to create sacred space to enjoy your life more fully. So cut out those that would cause you to not enjoy your life the way that you deserve to enjoy your life, Scorpio. So create a safe space for you to enjoy, and make sure that anytime that you're allowing yourself to be vulnerable, that you are safe in being vulnerable. And then cut out people and their opinions and beliefs that don't serve you, and use your discernment about whether or not, and some of these, like I'm hearing, you don't have to cut out the person. You just got to cut out that belief and that opinion, Be like, okay, I hear you, Aunt Mildred. You think that it's that way and that I should do it this way. That's great. Moving on. I love Aunt Mildred. I'm still going to see her on the holidays. I'm still going to hug her and tell her I love her. But I'm not going with her opinion or belief about what to do with my life. That kind of thing's going on. But yeah, you definitely need to create space to enjoy your life, and make boundaries and cut out those that would not allow you to enjoy your life the way that you know that you're meant to enjoy your life. Because you know that you're meant to enjoy it more. And if they don't understand, well, then maybe they need to go for a while. It's just, you can love them, but love them over there, Anyway, Scorpio, that is the message I got for you. And I don't know if I can say this enough in this message. I want you to hear me. Create space to enjoy your life. Cut out those that would take away your joy this week. I feel like I can't end the reading because it's all good, Scorpio. That's it. Create space for your joy. You got this. Move forward with love. And as always, take the parts that resonate the most, leave the rest, and be blessed. All right, Sagittarius, you got not this. This is like the Hanged Man, but what I'm hearing with it more than anything is you've got a decision that needs to be made. And the stones that came out for you this week is Soulful and Jera. So I feel like there's a spiritual harvest happening for you this week, Sagittarius, but it's hinging on a decision that you have to make. You have to decide that you want to overcome this lower aspect. You have to decide to put this lower aspect, I feel like this lower way of thinking, down. I'm trying to be careful. I'm not saying to put anyone down, but I'm trying to say like this competitive ego self within you needs to be tempered for you to be able to gain your spiritual harvest. So I think that you can feel that you have this spiritual harvest right next to you. I think it's like you can sense and you can feel that there is this harvest and celebration building up for you, but you have to remain patient. And in the remaining patient, you can't let your ego get the best of you, because the ego wants it now. And I feel like it's a spiritual harvest. It's coming to you. It's on its way to you, but you have to be patient, and you must be able to overcome these lower urges to be able to step forward into your harvest at the divine time. I think that you want it sooner than you need it. And I think that you have to decide to be patient this week. I feel like deciding to be patient will allow your harvest to come sooner. Deciding to be impatient will delay any harvest that would have come to you. So, Sagittarius, be patient this week. Believe in yourself, believe in your abilities, and don't let the lower aspects of you take over. Move forward with your higher self, your higher knowing, and your faith in your process. All right, Sagittarius, that is the message I have for you this week. I do hope that it helps. I do feel like this isn't going to necessarily be an easy week, but I don't feel like it's going to be a hard week. The hard part is keeping the faith, and keeping the faith is only tough because reality says that it's not working out, and you have to believe that it is when reality says that it's not, and you have to temper that I want it now, I'm going to go for it no matter what kind of energy within yourself. Temper that lower energy that isn't going to serve you, and if it does move forward now, you will not reach your harvest. You can delay it, in fact. So move forward in faith, knowing that lower aspect of you that's trying to push you to do things that you don't necessarily want to do would only make it worse. And be like, I hear you. I hear that you want it now. That makes sense that you want it now, but it's not here now. I would rather wait for divine timing. You know, that kind of thing. Talk to your lower self and temper it so that you can move forward more balanced and sure. But this isn't a week where much is happening. It's kind of like you have to be patient, hold the faith, keep moving forward despite it not looking like anything's happening, trusting that it will all happen and work out in your favor. All right, Sagittarius, that for real is the last of the message I have for you. Thank you so much for joining me. If you liked it, hit that like button. And always take what resonates, leave the rest, and be blessed. All right, Capricorn, you got Soulful. So I feel like this week you are shining a light on the darkness. You're shining a light on the darkness. And the rune stone that I pulled is Hagelas. So Capricorn, I feel like you are bringing the destruction. I don't know why, but I feel like you are the destruction bringer this week. And I feel like I need to warn you, or I need to ask you to consider to temper yourself. I don't know, Capricorn. I feel like you're bringing it, you know, like the Punisher kind of energy is coming through. So I feel, Capricorn, that you could accidentally go too far with this energy. So Capricorn, I feel like it's really important to move forward with your light and your love, and don't go as far as you think that you need to go. I'm really hearing you don't need to go that far. And Capricorn, I feel like the destruction happening this week needs to happen. And I don't know, I don't feel like all the Capricorns are on the side of destruction. Some of y'all are watching the destruction. But either way, I feel like I need to tell you to allow the destruction. It's happening, and it's divine, and it's meant to happen. So let things fall apart this week, and as they fall apart, take note of how you can rebuild. Try to look for how you're going to rebuild, and continue to move forward in your love and your light. And really work with your higher self this week. Work with your higher self and your inner wisdom this week as you move forward. That's going to be necessary with every step that you take this week, that you're taking it with the highest love and light aspect that you can possibly take. Don't go as far as you think that you need to go, because as far as you need to go is too far, or as far as you think that you need to go is too far. So don't even go as far as you need to go, and be okay with allowing a lot. Don't try to be as much of an active member in this destruction, but kind of allow the destruction and focus more on observing as the destruction destroys and seeing how you can rebuild, and understanding that what you see this week in the destruction for how to rebuild, those plans may be scrapped later for the actual rebuilding, but it doesn't matter. This is going to help put you in the right mindset to get you ready to be able to find the right plans when you do scrap these ones, if that makes sense, Capricorn. So move forward, continue to shine your light. Always shine your light this week. Your light shining probably is going to cause some destruction around you, or it could cause something to fall, or honestly, I see you rising above enemies. I see you rising above those that would want to take you down. Like you're getting so far up there that they're not going to be able to take you down. And that's because you're always on your grind, Capricorn. So yeah, you're rising above, continue to rise above, move in love and light, shine your light, and notice what falls apart as you shine your light. And then think of ways that you could rebuild, or if you would even want to rebuild. And then allow yourself to scrap those ideas later and figure out new ones. But you don't have to focus on that now. Just allow yourself to be open to plans for a brighter future as you watch the world around you crumble. And just continue to shine your light and know that some things are crumbling because you're choosing to shine your light. All right, Capricorn, that's the message I got for you. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit that like button. As always, take what resonates, leave the rest, and be blessed. All right, Aquarius. Aquarius, you got algaes. Okay, Aquarius, I feel like you're going to have to put some effort in this week. This is a week where you will need effort. What I'm seeing is a runner gaining their second wind. And to gain your second wind, you have to run further than you thought that you could. You have to run out of energy, think that you can't do it no more, but continue doing it even though you think that you can't do it anymore. And then boom, here comes that second wind, and you're able to complete the task. So that is the kind of vibe that I'm getting from it this week, Aquarius. You will probably need to put in some extra energy and effort as things start to slow down for you this week, Aquarius. I feel like you need to push through and keep moving forward. In fact, the stone that we got for you this week is Taiwaz, I do believe. Taiwaz. Yeah, Taiwaz. So I see you having to move through a storm. Like I see a boat on the sea, and a storm comes, and it keeps going because, I mean, what other choice do you have? You can't stop in the storm. So yeah, there's a moving through, and there's a gaining of the second wind. So Aquarius, I feel like this week, when you feel like you've pushed yourself so far that you can't go anymore, keep going. And I hate to say that, but yes, keep going. And you're going to see how strong you really are, how much power you really do have to continue moving forward, and how amazing you can actually be. So, oh, I'm hearing that song when you're going through Hekola, keep on going. I totally murdered it the way that I sung that. It's a country song. And yeah, when you're going through HE double hockey sticks, keep going. So yeah, there's a pushing through the storm, using your inner strength. When you think you can't no more, that's whenever you need to push even harder and find out that you can, Aquarius. You've got this. Think of different innovative ways. I mean, you're an innovator, so think of different innovative ways to continue moving forward when you think that you can't. So yeah, you got this, Aquarius. I think that is the message I got for you this week. Hardships are coming, but you got the strength, you have the ability and the endurance to keep going. And whenever you think that you can't keep going, push yourself a little bit more and find out that you can. And I feel like if I continue giving you a reading, all I'm going to do is repeat that. And I don't think that you need it repeated anymore, Aquarius. So you got this. If you like this message, please hit that like button. Otherwise, take what resonates, leave the rest, and be blessed. All right, Pisces. So you got Ewas. So Pisces, I see that you are in the depths of it. You're gonna find yourself in the basement of your life this week. As you're down there in that life basement, maybe you want to clean some things out, take advantage of your time down there. But yeah, I feel like you're going to feel stuck. Pisces, I feel like some of you are feeling stuck in depression. Okay, Pisces, I'm feeling called to bring these two up. Your stones is Iwas and Gibu. So I feel like you're going to be gifted with the knowledge and strength that you need to move out of these depths of depression. I feel like be open to receiving help from others that helps you understand how you can release yourself from these depths. Because Pisces, I see you really low this week, really low. And I want to offer my love and my compassion to you. And I want to say, it's nothing to be ashamed of or anything. We all feel low sometimes. But I feel like if you are willing to just look up and around, there are those around you, both physical and spiritual, that want to help you. This might be a week to reach out for therapy. If you've been feeling really low, it might be a week to look into seeking a therapist, seeking mental help. Don't be ashamed of needing or seeking mental help. In fact, if you are low and you see that you need mental help and you seek mental help, that is the most wonderful, amazing, loving, just best human thing that you could do. So don't be ashamed to seek help. And I do see a need for help this week. And I see that the help is going to help you understand how you can untie yourself, how you can release yourself, how you've been holding yourself back, how you can clean up some of the muck and the mire down there and then lift yourself out, or allow yourself to be lifted out. But it's going to take your efforts more than anyone else. And you have to allow yourself to listen, and forgiveness is needed. You need to forgive some past aspects of yourself, Pisces. It's gonna help. Forgive some past aspects of yourself and ask yourself what you need from you to make it right to you. And then be willing to do it for you. And that'll help you more than anything else. I mean, that'll help you a whole lot. Seeking and getting mental help and working with a therapist will help you more than anything else. If you're in a place that needs that, use your discernment, Pisces. But some of you, it's just you're feeling low this week. Allow yourself to feel low while you're down there. Clean out the muck and mire, and you'll receive a gift for how to move forward in a better, more loving way. And I feel like your time in this lowness that you're going into this week is really going to strengthen you. You're going to be strengthened through this. Yes, I feel like everyone watching this definitely will be. Of course, I always teach and preach that there's choices involved. You can make the best out of it and be strengthened through it, or you can allow it to weaken you and bring you down. I don't feel like anyone watching this would even do that. I feel like y'all are definitely going to be strengthened through this process. Allow the ups and downs. Know that there's reasons for ups, there's reasons for downs. Allow the ebb and flow of life. Notice whenever you're in the ebb and when you're in the flow, And know that there's gifts of life available to you in the ebb and the flow. And it's always what you do with it, Pisces. Your choice and what you do is going to be most important here. All right, Pisces, that's the message I got for you this week. I do hope that it helps you even in some small way. If you did enjoy this message, please hit that like button. Otherwise, take the parts that resonate the most and leave the rest, and be blessed. All right, Aries. Aries, you got Kanaz and the Torchbearer. And I feel like this is a week to begin to run the race. I feel like you're about to begin to run the race, and run the race with your passion. Move forward with your passion this week, Aries. Begin moving forward with your passion. But Aries, I also feel like, because the stones that we got are Sawello and Hagalas, so I feel Aries storms. I feel storms coming through. And I don't know if these are physical storms, if you like actually have storms that you need to deal with this week, like big time storms coming through. These are big storms, or if they're like emotional storms, or, you know, theoretical storms, like you thought you were going to get the job, but you're not going to get the job. But I feel like that's okay. Anything like that happening where you thought that you were going to get it and you didn't get it, it's because there's something better for you around the corner. So do not focus on what you didn't get, and continue to move forward with your passion. Continue to run that race. And I feel like there's a destruction this week caused by storms. Turmoil causes destruction for you, but you are able to rise above it. You have the ability to rise above it and make the best out of it, Aries. And this will propel you forward to your higher destination. I don't feel like you're going to be at a higher destination by the end of the week, but I feel like the storms and destruction, there's something in it, that there's a potential, and I don't feel like all the Aries will be able to take advantage of this, but I really want to pep talk all the Aries watching this reading to take advantage of it. Whenever you see the storms and the destructions, whether they be like an actual storm where a tornado comes through and wipes out your office, or whether it be like just an emotional storm that, you end up getting fired from that job type of thing. Anything that comes through and is destroyed, it's an opportunity for you to grow better, to see better, to enlighten yourself, to grow, and to make better out of what was destroyed. You're gonna be able to make better out of what's destroyed, but the key is you holding on to your inner fire, your inner divine fire, continuing to move forward with your divine fire despite the rainstorms that you're moving forward in, holding that torch up even in the rain. And that torch is your inner passion. You want to move forward with your passion, your desires, and just headstrong this week, Aries. Be you, Aries. You got this. And don't let any destruction stop you. See destruction as the opportunity that it is. All destruction is an opportunity for better for you this week, especially if you move forward with the love and the fire in your heart. All right, Aries, that's the message I got for you this week. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit that like button. Otherwise, take what resonates, leave the rest, and be blessed. All right, Taurus. Taurus, you got Berkana. So, Taurus, I feel like you need to continue to love and nurture something that you are bringing forth. Like, I don't feel like you're birthing anything. I think you have birthed something, and you need to continue to love and nurture it. I don't know why, Taurus, but I feel called to say love and nurture your savings account. Continue moving forward just like you're doing with your savings account, and just love yourself for your wonderful savings account and all the work that you've put in. So if that fits, take it. If it doesn't, leave it. Okay, Taurus, your rocks, the stones that came out for you is Berkana and Radu, which means continue moving forward on what you have birthed. Continue loving and nurturing what you've got going on. Just add more love, move forward. I feel like of all the signs, Taurus, you are having the best week this week. Like everybody else, I see hardships coming through, but for you, it's just that slow, steady pace that you do, Taurus. And it's like, who can knock you down? Because you're just whoop, put my hoofs in, whoop, put my hoofs in, whoop, put my hoofs in, moving slow and steady and strong with every single step. I'd like to encourage you. I would like to praise you, and I would like to inspire you to continue to move forward, to praise yourself, to love yourself, to look at everything that you've accomplished and just love and nurture it. Add love and move forward with the things that you're creating. You're doing a wonderful, wonderful job. Continue to love and protect all that you're creating and move forward with it this week. And just love your creations. Look at your creations and love them, Like for the Taurus I was talking about with your savings account, look at your savings account and just love the numbers that are there and love yourself for being able to put those numbers there, and think about everything that you've put in to have those numbers there, So, and in the case of, like, you see how this mom is being with her child, she's allowing her child to play, and she's like, it kind of looks like she's like, no, stop, but it could also be like, wow, look, like, so yeah, celebrate your creations, love your creations, move forward with love and support and nurturing in your heart. Continue to nurture the things that you're bringing up. You're doing a good job, and praise yourself and accept some praise because you deserve it, Taurus. You are doing a wonderful job. Move forward with the things that you're creating. Add love and protection, and don't let anyone stop you. How could they? Anyway, I love you, Taurus. I hope that you like this message. If you did, please hit that like button. Otherwise, take the parts that resonate, leave the rest, and be blessed. All right, Gemini. Gemini, you got Athela. And the stone that came out for you is Tewas. So I feel, Gemini, that this is a week where you're very nostalgic and kind of focused on the past, but you need to move forward. And I feel like there's this need to push yourself to move forward this week, because it's like a lack of energy, so you have to give yourself energy to push forward, to keep going. Like the want to is kind of fading out, and you're looking back on the past as if it was great, but honestly, whenever you were there, you didn't think it was that great. And move forward, continue to move forward this week. Anything from the past that you thought was so wonderful, what is it that you thought was so wonderful, and what's keeping you from implementing it now in your life? Why can't you bring the parts of your past that you loved so much into the now? And if there are barriers that are keeping you from bringing it into the now, how can you overcome those barriers, or what can you do about those barriers? How can you move forward despite those barriers? And if you can't bring the part that you loved about your past into the now, what can you do in the now to make it more enjoyable for you so that you can give yourself the boost of energy that you need to move forward? But yeah, Gemini, I just see you having to move forward despite not having the energy this week. So if you are moving forward despite not having the energy this week, Gemini, then I applaud you and I send you extra love and support in being able to do that. If you are laying down and allowing the weak energy to get to you, I just feel like that is not the right move this week. You're gonna regret it later on. even if you feel weak, just get the bare minimum done of what you need to do, and then lay down and rest. And praise yourself for being willing to get the bare minimum done despite not feeling like it. And try not to be so nostalgic and just stuck on the past. Focus on ways that you can make your future one that you can love as much as you are nostalgic and in love with your past. So, Gemini, just move forward despite the feeling and the urge to not. And love yourself and be very kind and compassionate with yourself as you move forward through these harsh, heavy energies. And just remind yourself, yeah, it's going to be a heavy week, but I got this and I can continue to move forward. Trust me, you are going to be grateful in the future that you did choose to do the bare minimum. You don't have to do anything more than the bare minimum, but do choose to do the bare minimum. All right, Gemini, that's the message I got for you. I hope that you enjoyed it. Please hit that like button if it helped any at all. And take what resonates, leave the rest, and be blessed. All right, Cancer. So, Cancer, what I got for you is Isa. Cancer, I feel like you're not going to be able to move forward this week. And I feel like any trying to move forward is only going to set you further back. I feel like you're not just getting stuck. It's you're getting frozen. Like, I feel you frozen, and I feel like it's divine intervention. You're being stopped for a reason. There's a reason for your stop. So, Cancer, the stones that I got for you is the blank stone and Jera. So I feel like in this stuck energy, use your intuition for how to navigate it. And I feel like your intuition is going to help you navigate to your harvest, to your reward. It's going to help you. Your intuition is going to help you to move forward this week, not your logic. I feel that strongly, that your logic will end you up more stuck, more back, more confused, more setback. Your logic is not going to get you there this week. You're going to have to listen to your intuition. And I feel like not only do you have to listen to your intuition to be able to move, like any trying to move without your intuition won't work, or it'll cause a disaster or end up worse. Moving with your intuition is going to help you to move towards success. And I feel like there's those that are not going to understand why you're choosing to move the way that you are choosing to move, because they don't understand how your intuition feels to you. They don't understand how your intuition talks to you. They don't understand that you intuitively know that the logic is not going to work this time. And they understand the logic. So don't worry about others and what they think that you're doing this week. Move forward, trusting yourself, trusting your intuition, trusting your gut, trusting your feelings, and don't listen to others, because they're just going to cause even worse in the stuck. They're going to cause it to freeze over even more. Right now, it seems like if I got the blow dryer out and I put it on this piece of ice, it would melt, right? But no, in my gut, it really, really feels like adding more ice, like going and getting some ice water and pouring it over this ice block will melt it. And then that, it just doesn't make any sense, does it? So you go and you start making ice water. You start taking ice cubes and putting them in this water bucket because your intuition tells you that's what's going to work. Meanwhile, they're over there saying, are you really not going to use a blow dryer? Look, I have a heat gun. Would you like to use that? And your intuition's like, no, definitely not the heat gun. Do the ice water. And you're just like, nope, I'm going to do the ice water. And they're like, what in the heck is wrong with you? Like, you really think ice water is going to melt a big, large block of ice? And you're like, And sure enough, if you were to go over there with that heat gun, it would melt it in a way that would cause so much destruction, and it wouldn't be worth it to you, and it just wouldn't work at all. Or you end up filling up that ice bucket, trusting yourself, trusting your gut, trusting your intuition, and then you go over there and pour that ice bucket on top of the ice, and it melts it, and it melts it in a way that causes it to flow away, and reveal a treasure to you. Like, you didn't even know that there was a treasure under there. You just thought that you needed to melt that ice, Like, so the heat gun causes it in a way to flood your house, and now your house is mildewed and destroyed. Whereas the ice water causes it to melt it in a way that provides flow, abundance, and look at there, a treasure. Wow. So move forward, trusting yourself. The other people don't understand what you're going through this week. They don't even feel the stuckness. So trust yourself. Don't listen to others, and you will be able to prosper through this. All right, Cancer, I hope that you enjoyed this. If it helped you in any way, please hit that like button. And otherwise, take what resonates, leave the rest, and be blessed. All right, Leo. Leo, you have Kanaz, and I see you moving forward with your vibrant inner fire. Move forward with that heart on fire, and move forward with all of your heart's desires. And the stones that I got for you this week is Inguns and Sewello. So I see a need to protect yourself as you move forward with that inner divine fire. Don't let others put it out. And I see someone trying to put out your fire this week, but you being able to overcome them. So you can you overcome with love. You overcome with compassion and understanding for yourself and for the other. Compassion and understanding for yourself. It doesn't feel good to try to be stopped and try to be sabotaged. And compassion and understanding for the other, because they just don't know any better. They're an idiot and they need to be put in their place. So put them in their place, Leo. So yeah, anyone that's trying to put out your fire this week, you may have to put in their place. Don't feel ashamed for that. Love yourself through that process and give yourself a pep talk before, during, and after you put them in their place. Like, it's okay, Leo. They just need to be put in their place. Let's do this. And then you do it. And then it's just like, good job, Leo. They needed that. And we're all going to learn and grow from it. So, but do it in the most loving way. And this is only if someone is trying to encroach on your boundaries to put out your fire. You do not allow them to put out their fire, and you do put them back in their place. And then you move on with your love and your light, continuing to move with your heart fire and your heart's desires. So just know that there is a need for love and protection this week. You need your love and you need your protection. So look at your boundaries and make sure that you're taking care of your boundaries and move forward, continuing to allow your light to shine, Leo. And yes, there are those that are coming to oppose you, to tell you that you shouldn't shine your light, but they don't know. They don't know. And all of the ones that are enjoying your light, needing your light, wanting your light, they're not telling you this week. So don't focus on the haters, even though the haters are focusing on you. And even though the haters are louder than any of your fans could ever be right now, know that later on your fans will be louder than the haters. So you do need to have protection and make sure that your boundaries are safe and in place. And anyone that comes to encroach those boundaries, do not be ashamed to put them in their place. They shouldn't have crossed the line. And Leo, I know that you're going to be honest and upfront about the line, so it's not like it's a hidden line. They knew what they were doing, so put them back in their place, and don't let nobody take your love, take your light, take your shine. Continue to move forward in that shine despite the hardships and despite the fact that not everybody wants you to shine. So what? Not everybody likes the sunshine. Some people prefer rainy days. Meanwhile, the sun still comes up every single morning, and we love the sunshine, and we love you, Leo. You have so many fans. They're quiet this week, and the haters are loud, but keep those boundaries up strong, and don't let nobody take that love light away from you as you continue to move forward with that heart passion. All right, Leo, that's the message I got for you. If you got anything out of it, please hit that like button for me. Thank you so much for joining me. I do hope that it helped in some small way. As always, take what resonates, leave the rest, and be blessed. As we wrap up today's exploration of cosmic evolution, I want to leave you with a powerful insight. Just like a plant grows through various stages from a seed to a blossom, each of us is at our own unique stage of growth in this vast journey of life. Remember, there's no reason to feel frustrated or disheartened by those who seem to be at earlier stages. Just as a seed is essential to the plant's overall growth, every stage, no matter how early, has its own purpose and value. It's important to see each person as a part of a larger, ongoing process of evolution. No stage is lesser or inferior. It's all integral to the overall whole. Growth takes time, and everyone progresses at their own pace. Instead of rushing or comparing, let's embrace where we are and where others are in their journey. Like the plant that is whole through every stage of its growth, so are we, whole and complete in every phase of our personal and spiritual development. Let this understanding guide you through your week. Approach yourself and others with patience, compassion, and respect for the unique stages of growth that we all experience. Thank you so much for joining me today and for staying with us until the end. Your presence and participation mean the world to me. If you feel called to dive deeper into your own personal journey, I invite you to visit my website at themystichillbilly.com for a personalized reading. And be sure to like, share, and subscribe to stay updated with our weekly insights and teaching. For more ways to support our community, check out the links in the description. I appreciate each of you more than words can express. Thank you so much for being a part of our Soulful Sunday family. Be blessed, stay curious, and keep shining your love. I love y'all. Next week, we'll dive into the 4th stage of spiritual evolution. May you walk in harmony and grace. See you next Sunday.